Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. President Uhuru Kenyatta cancelled the Jubilee National Delegates Conference, which was supposed to take place next week. Why was that event cancelled? Because that event is going to shape Raila Odinga's politics. And for those who've been following this channel, I've always stated that there are three events which Kenyans must follow very closely, because these three events will shape Raila Amolo Odinga's politics. The first event is the Azimio la Umoja meeting in Nyeri. That meeting will take place this week on Friday the 26th. I want you guys to pay close attention to that meeting, those who will attend, the messages during that event, and even the attendance. So that Azimio la Umoja meeting in Nyeri is going to shape Raila Odinga's politics. So that's the first event. The second event, which you must also pay close attention to, is the Jubilee National Delegates Conference, the NDC. This event was scheduled to take place on Tuesday, the 30th. It has been postponed by President Uhuru Kenyatta. Why was this meeting postponed? That's the objective of this video. So I'm going to explain to you guys why probably the meeting has been pushed forward. The third event, which will shape Raila Odinga's politics, is the event which will take place on the 30th, on the 9th of December at Bomas of Kenya. Raila Odinga is expected to make a major announcement. For those who listened to Justin Muturi the other day, he suggested that Raila Odinga might not be on the ballot. So if Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot, he will make that announcement on the 9th. If he will be on the ballot, he will also make that announcement on the 9th. So those three events are critical for Raila Amolo Odinga's politics. But the Jubilee National Delegates Conference has been pushed forward. There were two theories which were being advanced when it was pushed forward. The first theory which I've been reading is that President Uhuru Kenyatta actually fears kicking out William Samoei Ruto out of Jubilee Party. That is still marking time, that every time these guys want to push Ruto out of government, out of Jubilee, the president always intervenes. So they believe that the president is a coward and therefore doesn't want to remove William Samoei Ruto from Jubilee Party. So that's the first theory. The other theory which I've also been reading is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is playing Raila Amolo Odinga. That he's not going to allow that NDC to take place. But on issues of Jubilee, I like reading a guy called Wambongo Ngojiri. So yesterday, he made an interesting post on this, because in this country today, if you want to read anything about Jubilee, go to Pauline Njoroge, go to Wahome Thuku, and go to Wambugu. So Wambugu is part of Deep State. That's I've always maintained here. So Wambugu is saying Jubilee Party's NDC. The Jubilee Party NDC has been pushed back a few days past 30th November 2021 for two reasons. He's claiming that it has been pushed forward for two reasons. Number one, the president will present this year's State of the Nation address at Parliament on 30th November 2021. It has been found not tenable to do that, and the party NDC on the same. So basically, those who are organizing the Jubilee National Delegates Conference, I have a very simple question for them. When you guys didn't know that President Uhuru Kenyatta was going to address the nation on the same day, so that cannot be an excuse. It can only be a lame excuse, because if the president wanted, he can address the nation. Then after that, he can then go and address the Jubilee National Delegates Conference. But again, because most members of parliament and the rest makes sense, but I don't want to assume that was the main reason. Number two, is also saying parliament has a couple of important bills that need to be complete before we break for the long recess on 2nd December 2021. The NDC will therefore be done immediately after Bunge breaks for recess. Those waiting with anxiety for what we will do, relax. That's Wambugu. So basically, this NDC has been pushed forward. It's going to happen. That's the honest truth. But the truth of the matter is that there must have been a reason why the president decided to push it forward. So in this video today, I want to try and explain to you guys why personally I think the president pushed this forward. The first question which I want us to ask, why do you think this NDC was being held or will be held, whichever date it will be? Because it must be held before Raila Odinga meets with ODM party to announce his bid. Why do you think it was supposed to be held, or why do you think it will be held? Number one, the idea of this NDC is to remove William Samoei Ruto as the deputy party leader of Jubilee Party. So far, William Ruto has announced that he's going to run for the presidency, but through the United Democratic Alliance Party, UDA, which means he's no longer a member of Jubilee. And because he's no longer a member of Jubilee, Jubilee as a political party will require someone else to take that role. They are planning to retain President Uhuru Kenyatta as the Jubilee party leader, but they must get a new deputy. So the moment they'll remove Ruto, then that's the day they'll say that we are now Jubilee as a party without the deputy president. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that they are intending to use that NDC to ratify certain changes to the constitution of Jubilee Party. And that change of the constitution is being monitored very closely. Probably they will want to put a clause which will ensure that once the NDC ratify the removal of Ruto, then he is removed as a member of Jubilee, and then someone will go to court to question whether the deputy president can continue still serving as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. So they are planning to do that. The third thing they are planning to do is that on that day, they will definitely appoint a new deputy party leader. And I want to make a prediction. This new deputy party leader is likely to be the guy who will be Raila Odinga's running mate in 2022. Let me not get into that, probably in future. And the last thing why this meeting was being held was to ratify the Jubilee ODM merger, or if not merger, alliance. The truth of the matter is that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga have an elaborate plan of working with small political parties, parties of Martha Karua, parties of Mwangi Kiunjuri, parties, those other small parties. But the first thing they're doing is that Jubilee and ODM party will get into a coalition. Then these other smaller parties will join them. So that was one of the, those were some of the objectives why this NDC was supposed to be held or why it will be held. So the question is, why do you think the president postponed this important political event? Because this NDC is going to shape the politics of this country. Why do you think the president decided to postpone it? Number one is the NDC. Number one is the State of the Nation address by President Uhuru Kenyatta. The truth of the matter is that there is no way you can have the State of the Nation address and then have the Jubilee National Delegates Conference. It can't happen like that. If it were to happen, then it means the president's message was not going to pass to the people. So what the president wants, I think, is he wants to focus on his message to the country during the State of the Nation address, so that we don't have any other event on that particular day. Because assuming we had the State of the Nation address, then later on we had the NDC, then William Ruto is removed as the deputy party leader. Then tomorrow's headline, what do you think will be the tomorrow's headline? So I think they didn't want a situation where these two issues are mixed. So that's number one. Number two, I tend to think that President Uhuru Kenyatta is still giving room for negotiations with One Kenya Alliance. And today, One Kenya Alliance met with the Mount Kenya Forum, led by Martha Karua and William Kabogo. William Kabogo and Martha Karua, in my view, together with Mount Kenya Forum, are working behind the scenes to organize these small political parties and probably bring them to the negotiating table with President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. That's how I want to read the meeting between William Kabogo, Martha Karua, Moses Kuria. I mean, Moses Kuria is not there. He's a member of that forum, but he's not there. Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Moses Wetangula. So Uhuru wants to go into this Jubilee meeting after cementing everything with One Kenya Alliance movement, with the Mount Kenya Forum, and these other small political parties. So you won't convince me otherwise. That's what I believe. Number 3, I think there is still disagreement within Jubilee as a political party over the formation of the new officials. Who will be the new party officials of Jubilee Party? When you talk of Jubilee Party, Ruto has left, Murkomen has left, Adi Ndwale has left, so many other people. So they are going to fill up these positions. Who will fill those positions up? So there's still disagreements on who will become the deputy party leader, for example, on who will definitely replace Rafael Tuju. There's still disagreement whether Rafael Tuju, for example, David Murathe and the team should pave way for a new team. So because there's those disagreements, they're still sorting them out. So the president has given them another 1 week to sort out the issues. Number 4, in my view, if you ask me, is Rafael Tuju's mother. Rafael Tuju's mother passed on. Rafael Tuju is a close ally of President Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't know when the burial will take place, but I want to assume that the president has allowed him time to mourn, because as the Secretary General of the party, Rafael Tuju should be playing a key role in organizing this event. Probably he has been told that let's bury the mother, then after that we can proceed with all our plans. So I tend to think that that could be another possible reason why the president, in his own wisdom, decided to postpone this particular event. Why do you think, what is the other reason why you think the president postponed this event? Until next time, this is Lee McQueen. And just as a reminder again, please don't forget to give this video thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Let us interact in the comment section. Just drop your comment there so that we can interact in a better way. Again, through the comments, I'd want you guys to suggest for me the topic you'd want me to discuss with you guys. Thank you guys. Until next time, bye-bye.